Hello everyone out there, welcome to episode 20 of the Groan Zone. Gotta say an importance before we carry on, we are hurtling towards nearly 300 downloads, and I just want to say a massive thanks to every single one of you that has supported me along the way of this journey. Without you guys, without you groaners out there, without you listening, this show would be nothing at all. And as a little gift to all you guys for listening, I've managed to put pen to paper and work my mind out a little bit. Managed to get a new game in the pipeline. You'll find out more in the future. Also, don't forget, after this episode, you can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts as well. Finally bit the bullet, I'm going to put on Apple Podcasts. So, anyone who's listening on Apple Podcasts, hello. Just want to say as well, a shout out to Mason on Northumberland High Street in Newcastle. He was giving out wristbands at £3 each to raise money for mental health. Good to meet you on Thursday, lad. Speaking of mental health, look after yours, and if you see someone struggling, talk to them. You never know, you might just be what they've needed. I'll pop the mental health website up at the end of the show and in the episode notes. Anyway, on with the show. We'll kick off, as per usual, with my three-piece of groans. Groan number 1, snow. You know you've lost something when you see snow on the ground, and instead of thinking, yay, get in, you think, oh lord, this is going to affect my journey to work today. So yes, this groan is all about snow and the impact it causes on transport. Also makes me miserable as I'm now 40, I cannot play in it, because that would look a bit weird. Also, I don't have kids, so I've got no excuse. Go away, snow, it's bloomin' spring. Last time I checked. Have we got global warming to thank or global cooling? Either one, never mind. Go number 2, Greggs. Again. So I was at Greggs, my local area, a while ago, and it was 10:45am. By the time I got to the front of the queue, it was 10:55am, and I asked for both a sausage and a bacon bap. No problems there. I was told they'd just run out of bacon and sausages, but some would be ready in 5 minutes. There's a catch. I asked, because I know the time they stop serving breakfast, what time they stop serving brekkie, which is of course 11 o'clock in the morning. So the staff member clearly didn't have a clue. I reminded him and he said, oh yes, sorry, we stopped serving breakfast at 11. That doesn't do much good to me, to be honest. Greggs, please help some of your staff get a clue. Groan number 3, a local groan about the metro. And it's people that try to cheat their way onto a bus buy a metro ticket. Sorry, but a standard metro ticket, like for like Zone A, Zone B, Zone C, doesn't mean you can just jump off the metro, then jump onto a bus, unless there's been some special arrangement due to part of that journey being shut down. Stop holding the rest of us up on our rides to work or wherever else we're going. The driver will not let you on. Pay for a normal ticket. But anyway, that's my groan sack empty this week. Let us move on to yes or BS. You all know how this works. Avoid the false answers or your points will be wiped to 0 completely. Here we go. Round number 1, the human body round. Option A, your fingers have muscles which control the bending motion of your fingers. Option B, babies are born with more bones than an adult. Option C, the notable smell of vomit is caused by the presence of bile. As per usual, we'll give the audience listening along live a few seconds to pipe in their answers. Oh, a couple for B there. None for A. A few for C. Interesting. Round number 2, the pluracy of numeracy round. Option A, the first number to be spelt using the letter A is 1000. Option B, it would take 2 million bedbugs biting you to draw enough blood, that's 2 litres, to put your life at risk. Option C, J.K. Rowling was the first ever writer to exceed 1 million sales on ebooks. Well, that should be in ebooks. There's some typos here. As always, a bit of a pause for the audience listening along live. Pipe their answers in. Ooh, fair chunk coming for A there. 1 for B and 1 for C. Okay, in a vibrant spread here this week. Round number 3, the Do You Know Your Random round. Option A, is this statement true or false? The Great Fire of London in 1666 destroyed more than 13,500 homes and left 80,000 people homeless, but amazingly, only 6 people died in the fire. Option B. The first book to be written using a typewriter was Gulliver's Travels. Option C. The Bluebird Twitter logo has the name Larry. Just waiting for the answers to come in there. Wow, that's a first. Everyone's voted option C. Okay, we'll come back to this. I'll give the answers out before the end of the show. But anyway, I've had my time to groan. My turn. Now, audience, it is your turn. This one comes in from Mason, who I shouted out at the start of the show. His verbal groan was intolerance. It's a good groan, Mason. If we all learn to get along, or in some cases just tolerate something, even if we don't agree with it, I imagine the world might just be a better place, might be a little less conflict. If you have a groan you'd like to share, a Zero of the Week nomination, or an Ooh Unlucky nomination, you can send it in to the show in a number of ways. You can find the Groan Zone on Discord as the Groan Zone Podcast, via Facebook groups under the Groan Zone Podcast. You can hit me up directly on Facebook Messenger via Mystery Groaner. And lastly, you can shoot me an email into thegroanzonepod@gmail.com. Now we dip into Ooh Unlucky. And this time it's a couple who won the lottery via the app, only to be told because the ticket holder A didn't have enough money in her account, plus hadn't bought a physical ticket, they could not claim the prize. This is absolutely underhanded by the National Lottery firm. So unlucky for the couple. My deepest sympathies. But now from unlucky, we move to total idiocy in Zero of the Week. Okay, so this week's Zero of the Week is personal. You order a package via Amazon and Royal Mail take over dispatch of it. Now, Amazon promise next day delivery in most cases if you use Prime, but in Royal Mail's hands, no such luck. I ordered some touchscreen pens and also a new PC controller, and for some reason Royal Mail couldn't deliver it at 9:15 AM on Tuesday morning just gone. Yes, I know we had snow, but in my exact area there's only about a flat shoe sole's depth of snow. A van can easily get through that, I would imagine. I really needed these for a gift, and then I was at the mercy of Royal Mail. I still haven't had a chance to go get them. They said they'd try again, but didn't say when. What happened to giving the customer a choice of when to deliver, or texting to ask if they can leave it in a safe place, or giving an exact reason why the item could not be delivered? Royal Mail, for being feckless and utterly useless, you have the weekly dishonours of being branded the Zero of the Week this week. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the yes or BS answers. Round 1, the human body round. If you picked option A, your fingers have muscles which control the bending motion of your fingers. Wrong. Aside from extremely tiny muscles, which I would say, according to the fact I looked up, don't count. Those around the hair follicles, there are no muscles in your fingers. Your palm and forearm control your fingers via muscles. Option B. If you pick this one, it's absolutely true. Babies are born with 306 bones, but some of them will eventually fuse together into adulthood with a grand total of 206 bones. So babies have 100 more bones than adults. The notable smell of vomit is caused by the presence of bile. That's option C. False. It is actually caused by the presence of butyric acid. That's B-U-T-Y-R-I-C. This is the same acid that is found in Parmesan cheese and other dairy products. And now I know why I can't stand dairy. Round number 2, the pluracy of numeracy round. Option A. The first number to be spelt using the letter A is 1000. Absolutely true. Yes, I was stunned as well. Option B. It would take 2 million bedbug bites to draw enough blood to put your life at risk. False. It's actually mosquitoes that could do this, not bedbugs. And option C. J.K. Rowling was the first ever writer to exceed 1 million sales via ebooks. Absolutely false. It was a writer by the name of James Patterson who achieved this first, although I dare say J.K. is up there. Round number 3. the Do You Know Your Random round. Option A. Is this statement true or false? The Great Fire of London in 1666 destroyed more than 30,500 homes and left 80,000 people homeless, but amazingly only 12 people died in the fire. It's absolutely false. It was all true apart from the deaths, which was actually halved. It was 6. Option B. The first book to be written using a typewriter was Gulliver's Travels. False. It was actually The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. And option C. Yes, the Bluebird Twitter logo is named Larry. I don't know why they just picked that name. I could not find any information about this when I looked this up, but I was speechless. You gave a logo the name Larry. Okay, did any of you score points, or did you get blanked? Some there thinking, oh, I scored points. Some saying I got blanked. Sorry. Well done to all scorers. Better luck next time to the ones that got blanked. Also, to learn more about mental health, you can visit It's Good to Talk. That's itsgoodtwottalk.co.uk. On that note, that rounds the show for another week. Send in those groans, and thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week. Take care all. Bye bye.